couple of minutes to pour into you all before you go, man. Basically, I just want to talk about is hope. Hope from a guy named Joe, hope from a guy named Cal. From the time Cal was a little baby, his father held him and told him, man, I'm sending you there to save you. But when Cal came, the people didn't see his true potential. They changed his identity. They hid him. Because of all the greatness that was inside of him, they hid him. They disguised him. They changed his name because they didn't see the hope in him. They just was afraid of him because he could do things that other people couldn't do. But then there was Joe with the same type of hope, but his own family turned on him. His family was like, you know what, we don't like what we're hearing from you. So they betrayed him. There was a time where Joe felt alone. He felt betrayed. He was in despair. He was depressed. He lost his identity, just like Cal. One day a woman came to him, said, yo, I need you to come to the bedroom with me. And Joe was like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do it, not because I know your husband well, and not because you belong to somebody, but just, I can't sin against God. Because she didn't see him with the hope that he had. She just saw the physical attributes of a good-looking man. And so she grabbed him by his coat. And when she grabbed him by his coat, he realized, man, I'm not Egyptian, I'm Hebrew. So let me come out of the coat and show you who I really am. And she sent him to prison, falsely accusing him of rape. And even though he thought it was the worst part of his life, it really was the setup for him to be hope for the world. Because see, in the prison, he met a man that would link him to a king. And the king was having bad dreams, and nobody could decipher the dreams. But the butler remembered, there's a dude named Joe in the prison that told me exactly where I'll be now. And so the king sends for him. And without even knowing the dream, he interpreted it. The king said, you know what? You did it so well. I'm going to let you save us. I'm going to let you set up the plan so we won't starve to death. See, I'm here to tell you that Joseph was betrayed by his family, but yet he became the savior for a nation. He became the hope for the nation. Because see, if Egypt would have died of famine, nobody in the world would have food. Because at that time, Egypt was the funnel place. It was the most popular place to be to get the food. But here's the dope thing. Joseph saved his brother his brother Judah. And you're saying, why is that important? Because see, if Judah would have starved to death, Jesus wouldn't have came. See, Judah thought he was setting his brother up for slavery when all he was pushing him to his purpose. So I want you to understand today that today you guys are going to have fun hooping, but it's all about hope. But let me tell you about Cal. Something happened to Cal when he came to earth. See, the closer he got to the sun, the more powerful he became. Let that sink in for a second. To our theologists. See, the closer he got to the S-U-N, the more powerful he became. Not because he was Clark, because he was Kal-El. See, we call him Superman, we call him Clark Kent, but that really wasn't his name. That wasn't his true identity. That wasn't his purpose. He was Kryptonian. And so the closer he got to the S-U-N, the more powerful he became. Man, I'm here to tell you today, the closer you get to the S-O-N, the more powerful you become. And today, as you hooping, all of y'all are spiritual Kryptonians because you bring in hope. Well, Darryl, why do you say hope? Because in the Man of Steel, it told me one thing, that the S didn't mean super. It was the Kryptonian symbol of hope. And so when Superman comes out of his suit like this, he ain't doing it like Cam. He ain't saying Superman is on the way. He's saying hope is on the way. Everybody turn this way. Look at the hope that you bring your kids. You came to hoop, but some of us brought gifts. There's some kids who lost hope. Even though this is the birth that we celebrate Christ, and I'm praying to Christ for a gift. I know my mama don't have the money, man, but there were some folks that hooped and brought hope. And that gift is going to decay, but the hope will never leave. And so as you hoop today, you're not just your regular person. you're like Joseph. Because he saved Judah, Judah is the great-great-great-great-grandfather of Jesus. And so when Joseph brought hope, he brought hope to the bloodline that gave us a Messiah that gave us hope. The same way Superman flies around and gives us hope. So I'm here to tell you today, whether you airball or dunk.
I'm dunking.
It's hopeful. The hope is there today. Love you guys.
Yeah. Ray, you want to tell them about the brackets?